Guys and gals, Never here for Drake Wayne Game, and it's me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Winds of Change. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Oh shit, the music is by Fox and More, that's awesome. I am very glad that Clace actually, included proper save system. The one that where you can save wherever. I very much appreciate that. There we go. Alright. Okay. Sovi turned his back to the Triumvirate and spotted his apprentice. He was standing by the door, listening to their conversation. If he'd heard of Sovi's distaste for him, he showed no concern.
Interrogation? And what would you have me extract? I thought the prisoner was at his wit's end.
Anything to confirm our suspicions about Valinor. If you fail, I will not hesitate to punish you. Remember what we're on the verge of.
I understand, Master. I'll do my best to get you what you need. What are the limits when it comes to my approach?
Keep him alive, Halen. I find that psychological pain is the most valid approach. He cares more for his rebel allies than he does for himself.
Then I will threaten the rebellion's very core. I'm grateful to have this opportunity, Master. Things are starting to line up well.
He's very handsome, but he also sounds very evil. Perfect voice.
They tend to do that when you have the Triumvirate's blessing. We should take care of this immediately and catch them unprepared. Every moment we waste is a moment they gain, Halen.
They leave the room together, talking amongst themselves. The Triumvirate waits until they're gone before speaking. A faint smile on their faces as age-old plans come to fruition.
So it's finally going to happen, isn't it? What we've been waiting for all these years. Do you think we should tell Sophie our true plan?
Will they? Probably not. It's going to be a nice big surprise for everybody. Halen entered the prison cell without Sophie at his side. His master remained outside as a pseudo-display of trust, but it was evident to Halen that no trust existed. The prisoner looked up, surprised to see a different face. Yet within him was still a slowly dwindling hope. Cut off from the rebellion, these would be his final days.
So, someone different has finally come. What are you, the executioner or something? I figured it was only a matter of time.
Okay, one thing I'm going to point out, this guy does not sound like he's been being tortured for, hours or days on end. He sounds like he's perfectly fine. Just a small critique. I'll say if you're going to, I guess, have a character who's just been through psychological and physical torture, they need to sound really fucking exhausted.
Actually, Sovi said to keep you alive. You seem to underestimate your value, Shane.
You think I'm important? That's not what I expected to hear.
Don't take it the wrong way. You must not know what I meant.
He knelt down in front of the prisoner. With a sinister smirk, he tried to intimidate Shane.
You're important as a bargaining chip. And the fact I must keep you alive is a curse. When I'm through with you, you'll beg for death.
Good line delivery.
You see, I'm different from Sovi. He's past the bar. They no longer need to test him. But I'm in the position where results must happen. When we give you back, you'll be a broken man. And soon after, the foundation of the rebellion will crumble. You think we don't know that Damek is your leader?
What?
Shane's eyes shot wide open in utter shock. It seems that Halen's threats worked to great effect.
You'd be stupid not to think we have inside men. I could order Damek's execution in a matter of seconds. You don't value your life, but you value his. Good. Now, I expect you to answer my questions. The Blade of Exodus, is it in Valinor Village? and the one who can wield it. Do they live there as well?
By the time we catch up with Ulrich, it's already too late. His large blade is in deadlock with one of the enemy soldiers. Valessa draws her daggers, and I hold out my sword, ready.
We order you to cease your resistance! Those who support the rebellion must perish!
Cool armor. To break the deadlock, Ulrich kicks his opponent in the gut. They stumble back and ready their blade with a flourish. It isn't much longer until they charge toward him again.
Valessa, your dagger!
Ulrich jumps out of the way and rolls towards us. Landing on his knees, he pries one of the daggers from her grip. Without even looking, he throws it behind himself. He closes his eyes and looks down at the ground. When he hears the impact of the dagger, his ears fold back. For a moment, it looks like he's actually sad.
Spirits, please forgive my misdeeds. I acted only to protect those under my watch.
Ulrich cares about the spirits? For some reason, I didn't expect that. But before I can think about this further, something happens. Catching Valessa and I off guard, we're in complete disbelief.
Huh?
He notices the shocked expression on both our faces. Rising to his feet, it's not long before he wears the same look. The enemy soldier fell as expected, but there was nothing inside. Scattered pieces of armor litter the ground. As we process this revelation, confusion soon assails us. This was no ordinary attack. What we just saw was impossible.
What's going on? Ulrich, what are those things?
I don't know. Come closer, you two. This doesn't feel right. Empty suits of armor with a hatred for the rebellion.
It's the, what is it, the rubric of Ahriman! If you all know what that is, it's a 40k thing.
Only those who've mastered the spirits could do this. I'm afraid this is much larger than we thought.
But that can't be true. The spirits are pure. They aid us.
Yeah, sure looks like they wanted to help. That's not my only concern, though. Look at this.
She scoffs as she steps towards the helmet. Kneeling down, she pulls her dagger out of it.
Do you recognize these colors, Ulrich?
No, why would I?
Gold and white. The Triumvirate standard. I would have never made such a deduction, but only they could wield the spirits in this fashion. That's what I'd like to know. They're supposed to be our protectors. Some people even think they created Alestia.
Wouldn't be the first time they attempted occupation. They hinted that the rebellion was involved here. Valessa, do you know anything about that?
I don't. So much has changed lately. With our last elder gone, Miles has been in charge. Maybe he has something to tell us.
It's worth a shot. We should see if he's alive. Protecting you is my goal, but now I want answers. If anyone knows about this, it would be him.
To the elder's house, then.
Yeah.
I follow after Valessa and Ulrich. We walk along the circular road surrounding the water tank. I make note of it for later. It might help put out the flames. More suits of armor litter the ground. There's so many of them. It makes me feel a bit hopeful, like we stood a chance. The village wasn't defenseless, and this was proof.
Aren't you glad we waited now? If we rushed in head first, we'd be dead.
Then where are the villagers' bodies? I only see the suits of armor laying around.
That was a good question, actually. No blood, no signs of a major struggle. Only the fire and the glistening of the white armor.
That's a good sign. Then they won and fled to safety. Are there any havens in Valinor?
I'd say the elder's house and the grand tree. The fire may not have reached either yet.
Wait. How many people can fit in the grand tree?
Hundreds, easily.
Not as good of a sign as I thought. The enemy could be trying to round everyone up. Put them all in one place before killing them.
That's dirty.
But it works. We still don't know what they're after. It can't be genocide. It must be something else. Does Valinor have anything the Triumvirate would want? Did the change in leadership bring anything with it?
Like I said, we'd have to talk to Milas. But I doubt he'd be at the Grand Tree.
They look at each other, and then look at me. I could tell that Valessa was pushing us toward Milas. That's because she knew this was a vision.
But what if there are people in the Grand Tree? Is Milas more important than all of them? It would be cold to let everyone die.
Ulrich, this is larger than Valinor, especially if it involves the rebellion. Information could save entire villages.
I don't like what you're suggesting.
Like it's any better than what you suggested? Using the people as pawns to buy us time? How is this any different?
They fume at each other but realize it's a stupid argument. In the midst of this battle, nothing was so black and white, though I find it odd that Ulrich switched viewpoints so fast.
This is a matter of Valinor's future. Such things are under the jurisdiction of the Cirrus. I stand by her side, and you stand by both of ours. That is, unless you want to abandon your job. But that wouldn't look good on your perfect record.
I guess you can fight dirty too. I don't like this, but you have me by the throat. I can only hope that you make the right choice.
He stares at me with a serious look on his face. Talk about putting me on the spot. But if this was my role, I had to fill the shoes.
What are we going to do?
Fuck. I'd say go focus on everyone. This is one of those situations, though, where do you sacrifice a few to save the lives of the many? Because if you let your king get taken early, then that's game over. More people are gonna die. Do you take the gamble and you focus on the lives of those in front of you? I mean, I can't be that fucking cold, so vision or not, I couldn't let all those people die. All right, let's go on for a few more minutes, y'all. All right. It's my duty to save as many people as possible.
Good to know we're on the same page. Milas can't be the only one with information.
Are you sure about this? Remember what we talked about.
I nodded and reiterated my stance on the matter. Nothing was more important than saving innocent lives. All the better if some of them had important information. We changed our course and headed to the Grand Tree. It didn't feel good to abandon Milas, but we had to. Yeah, I'm here. I'll make an extra save right here. There we go. This was real. I'd use the future to cheat the present. Somewhere in the mines of Moria. In the present day, Damek found himself lost in thought. Using the tunnels under Mazio for solitude, he found peace. There was much to plan, but for once, they had the upper hand.
Valinor. The Blade of Exodus. There must be something the spirits aren't telling us. Something we could use to take down the Triumvirate. When I touched the blade, I saw our victory, but I'm not trained to interpret such things. I pray for the cooperation of Valinor.
One of his advisors approaches, careful not to startle him. When he realizes he's detected, he lets out a soft yawn.
Another one of those sleepless nights, Damek? I can't blame you. It's been the same with me. Did I hear you say something about Valinor?
Yeah, I was thinking out loud. In Valinor, there's a person who can peer into the future. That's why I had Pro bring the blade there last week.
I'm aware of their culture, but their seers use spirits, not a blade. Do you think it will be that easy?
Worth a gamble, isn't it? It's not my place to wield knowledge of the future. But the seers are experts, conditioned from birth. Pro has sent word that the current seer is female. His investigation is progressing slower than I'd like. We need to pick up the pace, and fast. Now that they have the blade, they're a target. The Triumvirate is likely planning their attack as we speak. That's why I've decided to send an experienced fighter.
I guess that's me.
I've had the mayor of Mazio write up a decree. It will allow you entry and the ability to complete what Pro started. On paper, and to everyone else, it's a simple export. Only Milas knows the importance of this blade. All you have to do is deliver it from Valinor back to me. That is, with the Cirrus at your side, Ulrich.
You seem to think that will be easy. It's not likely they know the truth of Valinor. I can bring the Seeress, but they'll just decline.
Present yourself as a mercenary, not a rebel. Tell them a meeting of importance is happening in Mazio. We want their ability to help with some important decisions.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon and YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!